Hi, I'm Kip Gressley. I'm the County Extension Director for North Carolina Cooperative Extension in the Forsyth County Center. Forsyth County is a beautiful and special community comprised of a large city, other cities, towns, suburbs, and rural areas as well. Over 388,400 people call Forsyth County their home. Agriculturally speaking, we have actually a very large agricultural influence in Forsyth County. We have farmers who grow tobacco, corn, soybeans, forages, and other grains. And we have livestock producers who are producing cattle, sheep, goats, equine, poultry, and many other products. And we are special too because we have almost 90 community gardens who are growing food for themselves, their neighbors, their communities, and donating to local food banks. Within our office, we have 18 positions that encompass North Carolina Cooperative Extension and also the Forsyth County Soil and Water Conservation Office. All of these professionals are rock stars, and they work within the areas of agriculture, foods and nutrition, and 4-H youth and family development. We emphasize our programs and build our programs using teamwork, collegiality, cooperation, and good communication to bring the very best of all of our programs to the community, to the people who live and work here in Forsyth County. Today, we've chosen 3 unique programs for you to take a peek at. And so we'd like you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your visit to Forsyth County.
Hi, I'm Phyllis Smith, Natural Resources Agent at Forsyth Extension. We're here today to talk about one of our most important resources in North Carolina, water. We all need clean drinking water every day for our own survival. Our water sources get replenished every time it rains. And when it rains, the water flows over the land into the water sources in what we refer to as a watershed. But the water doesn't stop in places like this. The water that leaves this particular pond actually makes it to the Yadkin River, which carries it all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. One way we can improve our water quality is to prevent erosion. Erosion occurs when soil particles are picked up by the rain and carried into our water sources, along with other things like pesticides, fertilizers, animal waste, and even litter. Citizens can help to stop erosion by creating vegetated buffers along their water sources using native plants. One way to create these buffers is by using something called live stakes. A live stake is just a cutting from a dormant plant that, when inserted to the ground, will actually grow into a new plant and form a network of roots that help to prevent erosion. We're here today with Don Martin. Mr. Martin lives in Tobaccoville, and he's one of our Forsyth County Commissioners. He came to us for science-based advice on managing his pond.
I actually bought this property about 20 years ago. My wife and I has a number of ravines on it, and it had various kinds of things that had been disposed of in the ravines. A lot of plastic bottles, actually an old car was actually buried in one of the ravines. And it happens to be the one that most of the water runoff from the road literally finds its way to the pond. I did notice one day a little oil on the little film on the water, and I said, I really should get this tested. So I called Phyllis. She said, look, during my pond clients, I try to come out, like to see the pond, and if you feel comfortable meeting out here, let's do it, and we'll look at it. She helped me test the water. Actually, well, this is how you test your water. Sent it off to North Carolina State Labs, and they sent back a really thorough report and actually gave a recommendation of how much tonnage of lime should be put into the pond. She said, if you had more, roots and foliage and undergrowth that could pull in the water, you would keep some of that water runoff from making it to the pond. So I planted 6 live stakes last spring. 2 have flourished. They were a little skinny, but 2 are doing very well. And basically, I'm looking forward to getting some bigger ones and doing some more down here. And I really want to take this opportunity to thank Phyllis for being so attentive. I'm now on her list of pond clients that she sends me in emails, and I've learned a whole lot of things.
So at the start of the pandemic, we had to cancel our youth education program where third grade classrooms come to the Arboretum and they take part in hands-on lessons about plant science. And by 2021, in that spring, we weren't able to hold the program either. So we had canceled for 2 springs where we usually have hundreds of kids come through and learn about plants. And we were looking for new ways to reach kids and teach them about plants.
In November of 2020, the National 4-H Council did the 4-H at Home grant cycle program. And so I reached out to Liz Driscoll at NC State and asked her if she would be willing to partner in writing a school-based lesson plan series that we could utilize to try to fill in that gap. From that, a collaboration team was built consisting of agricultural agents, mostly around horticulture, and family consumer science agents and 4-H agents.
I think for me, I was relatively new when I started this program, and so it was really nice to see how we collaborated with campus and at the county level, and also just how all of us work together.
Unfortunately, we didn't get the grant from National 4-H Council, but we were able to get funding from the horticulture program team, the farm to school program team, the 4-H team, and then we were fortunate enough to be able to use county funding to help supplement the program. And Leslie kind of took the lead on ordering kits that we were able to give to each family in each school.
They could pick up materials that they needed to do the activities. We sourced a variety of different things, everything from watering cans to seeds to actual plants that we got from local growers. So it was a great way for us to bring in those partners as well. People came and picked up and then brought them back home or to the school to be able to do the lessons during the next period of time, whether they were in school or at home doing the lessons as a family.
The content that came out of this collaboration were a series of 9 lessons covering everything from starting seeds to a salad harvest celebration at the end. And all 9 lessons are housed on a website, so this material is going to be accessible for years and years to come, which is really great.
In Forsyth County, we were able to service 14 different classrooms and almost 30 households through our kits. And we tried to create the lessons so that there was a worksheet for each lesson as well as a supplemental video. We did a post-evaluation of the program, and the results showed that youth tasted a lot of new plants and vegetables that they had not tasted before, and that they actually liked a lot of those. They also showed that they spent more time outdoors as a result of participating in the program, and that they increased their physical activity as well as their knowledge. And we also found that a lot of the participants shared the program with their neighbors. And so we think that the program may have actually had a greater reach than we had planned on it having through the sharing of the program. But we had several families that said that they had never grown their own plants to eat before.
It was just a really nice collaboration between all the different folks that work in our office as well as with campus.
Hi, my name is Celine Richard. I'm a horticulture agent here at North Carolina Cooperative Extension, Forsyth County Center. The gardens that are around our Forsyth County Center contain many varieties of ornamental plants that you can plant in your own landscape, as well as many edible varieties of plants.
So here we're in the vegetable garden section of it with some master gardeners.
I'm Ann Cash, and I went through the program in 2017 after retiring.
I'm Susan Kimmel. I've been in the program here since 2016.
In the summer, we grew several kinds of squash. We had yellow squash, we had zucchini, we had butternut squash, many varieties of tomatoes, green peppers, jalapeno peppers, pimento peppers, okra, eggplant, green beans.
And for our winter vegetables, which are cabbage, broccolis, kales, turnips, and beets. Well, we understand from you that waited for us that we had over 400 pounds of donations.
We donate it every week, and they're always very happy to receive this. Especially since this is a pretty big garden, there's always a nice variety of things coming out of it.
It feels great. We're so happy to do that. It gives us a renewed purpose for this vegetable garden. And whenever you need help or need extra help, there are always willing hands.
Today I'm actually going to talk a little bit about the pawpaw orchard that we have here. You can see that's behind me, full of, we have about 30 varieties of pawpaw trees, and pawpaw is a really unique tree in my opinion. It's a native tree to both North Carolina as well as, all along the eastern United States. It produces a really large green fruit that when you cut it open, it's bright yellow, orange, delicious. You can scoop it out with a spoon and eat it like custard. So it's a really unique tree and fruit that, because we have this amazing orchard, we're able to use it for educational programs, such as our annual Pawpaw Field Day, where we can invite the general public as well as interested farmers who may be interested in using this as a horticulture crop. And so during this field day, we're able to educate the individuals who come on not only tree establishment, tree maintenance, but also the native benefits, the wildlife benefits of having these native trees in the landscape. And then once you have that fruit, what do you do with it? We talk a lot about the nutritional value, recipes, and how to process it to actually be able to use it in those recipes. In relation to these pawpaw trees, we have on staff a really knowledgeable pawpaw expert, Derek Morris, who serves as our horticulture technician. He's an incredibly valuable resource for local horticulture information. Hope to see you in person soon.
We hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit about what makes Forsyth County Cooperative Extension so special. If we can ever help you with anything, we're only a phone call away. Thanks for stopping by.